Welcome to this lecture, Fundamentals of Music Production. In this lecture, we're going to take the following topics. What is music production? Who is a music producer? What are the steps to music production? And how can I earn money as a music producer? Which is very key. What is music production? Music production can be defined as the act of putting together sounds to be played on any listening medium. Note, the act of putting together sound, which is very key, to be played back on any listening medium. Let's take our minds far back as 100 years ago, when our great-grandfathers were listening to music. How many artists do you know far back as their time? There was no way they could record the songs they were making then. They only probably had to go to their village center and watch their favorite artists perform. But things have changed. Some very smart people invented the microphone, the mixer, all audio gadgets that we have today. And then it's now possible to not only play out sounds, but we can also capture their performance. We can put together the sounds they are making to be played back on any medium afterward. That's music production. So a church choir cannot be regarded as producing music except they decide to start recording their performance, and then that's when they're producing. But if they're just singing normally, they are not producing music. Next question is, who is a music producer? Most of us will probably think of music producers as Don Jazzy, Kanye West, Timbaland. Well, right, they are music producers. But what you really need to understand is their role as music producers. What are you supposed to do as a music producer? A music producer is not just, the person that makes the beats, as we all call it. There are basic things that a music producer does. First is gathering ideas or selecting songs. It is your job as a music producer to understand the genre of songs you want to make or the idea behind the song you're trying to work on. It is your job. Second is selecting musicians. Musicians make up of the artist, the instrumentalist. If you're producing a live song, it is your job to know the musicians that you want to work with. Controlling the recording session is another role of a music producer. You are in charge of the recording session, booking the right studio, making sure that your artists or musicians arrive on time. Controlling the session is your job as a music producer. And finally, supervising the entire process through mixing and mastering, which means that you are in charge of the mixing and mastering process. You necessarily don't have to be the engineer mixing and mastering, but you are the one with the vision, the one that understands how you want the song to be mixed and mastered.